I'm not gonna lie guys, I'm a little bit hesitant to make this video because once this information is out there, I might lose some of my like hidden gems. So I'm only telling you guys because I don't have a large audience. So don't tell everyone. Like, I literally mean that. I'm not even kidding. Like, I'm not trying to be funny. I don't want everyone all up in my favorite websites. Today's video is going to be about where I buy my fragrances for cheap because I am an extremely frugal person. It's so weird. I'm like frugal, but like in a kind of not the best way. Like, I will buy 10 things if they're half off, but I won't buy one thing at full price. So I sometimes actually spend more money because I'm cheap. I don't know. It doesn't make sense, but I can't reason with my logic. My logic is unreasonable. Like I said, I'm actually just a cheap ass. Like, I was trying to use the word frugal to sound better, but I'm literally a cheap ass, like cheapo. I have to feel like I'm getting a good deal in order for me to feel okay about my purchase. Otherwise I feel guilty or something. I don't know. I'll have to unpack that in a different channel. I do have another channel that's more about consumerism and shopping addiction and things like that. But that's another topic. So like I was saying, I'm a cheapo and I like to get the best deal that I can. I don't know, I feel ripped off if I don't for some odd reason. So today I was gonna just share with you guys where I buy my perfumes for a really, really good deal. Like the best deal that I can, like the best deal. So I'm just gonna share all of my tips and tricks with you guys and hope that they don't become too mainstream, because that's kind of why they work, is because not everybody knows about them. And if everybody were to find out about them, then they might not be the hookup anymore, you know? This is hard. Like, I seriously, like, I just want to gatekeep these tricks. Like, I just want to gatekeep these websites for myself. And actually I feel a little bit guilty, like when I know somebody overspent for something and I'm like, damn girl, like you could have got that for like $30 less. Damn, you paid that much. Like, you could have got that for half off over here. What are you doing? So I feel bad to not tell people, but I don't want you guys to take all my perfumes, okay? Okay, so this is what I do. So let's just say, like, a hypothetical scenario that I'm looking for a perfume, like a designer perfume that's been around. Because if it's brand new, just came out, you know it's gonna be a little bit harder to find. You could probably only find it at department stores, and most likely just for like full price, and you're gonna have to wait until that department store has a discount. Can I help you? You think that's funny? You think that's funny? Stop! Look, that's my eyebrow. That's my eyebrow. You just, wow. You think that's funny? You think that's funny just because your eyebrows stay on permanently? Say hi. Hi. I have crumbs all over my face. Okay, we're gonna have to make this quick because my son is coming. So like I was saying, if you're looking for a designer perfume that's been around for a little bit, not a brand new one, because a brand new one is only going to be at department stores, and you are going to have to wait until there's a sale at that department store, which there is. So for example, let's say you were looking for the new Black Opium Melissa Grain. That one isn't really in the reselling sites yet. It's not even like in the gray market yet. It's not on the Mercari or things like that for the most part. So you would have to wait until there's either a Sephora 20% off sale, which would be like probably the best deal, or you would have to wait until Nordstrom, Neiman's Marcus, or Macy's has their 15% off sale. I think right now actually Macy's, Nordstrom, and Saks Fifth Avenue is having 15% off of fragrances, but you would only get about 15% off. But don't buy a perfume that's been out for a little bit longer, because you can find it way cheaper than 15% off. So back to my other example, let's say that I was looking for a fragrance that has been around. So what I would do is I would actually start off by putting it on my wish list. Don't be too desperate. Don't like just hold off a little bit, even sometimes like a week or two. Just put things on your wish list first, so that when you're shopping around, you know what you're looking for, so you don't end up just buying something because you found it on sale. Because once I tell you these things, you're going to find a lot of perfumes at really great prices. So don't just be buying it because it's at a great price. You have to add them to a wish list first and then just buy from that list, just because that's a very dangerous path. Just, you don't want to go there. Believe me, I did that because I was like, oh my gosh, it's so cheap, I'm just gonna buy it. And that's not a good path to go down, trust me. Okay, so once it's on your wish list and you're out looking around in these sites, once you find it at the best deal possible, you'll start to see like what the average price is for it. You know, you'll start to see, actually Mercari is not the best prices. I don't think that they have the best prices. There is a few people that sell testers that offer pretty good deals on some fragrances, but for the most part, for the most part, honestly, Mercari just has regular consumers like me and you reselling their products, and a lot of them want to recoup their money back, so it's not going to be the cheapest place. And a lot of those people, excuse me, and a lot of those people paid full retail or close to retail value, so that's why a lot of these people paid full price or close to retail prices, so they're not going to heavily discount the items, unfortunately. I do keep getting interrupted, so hopefully the quality doesn't come out too bad. So like I was saying, you're actually going to Google that fragrance just to kind of get an idea of what the prices are. I would recommend to stay away from eBay unless you know of some like very trusted sellers that you personally trust. eBay hasn't gone great for me. Not that you can't find good ones, I'm sure you can. I just don't like to risk anything. Another place that I would browse that might not come up on the search bars, the website that I found to be the cheapest that is 100% legitimate is Aura Fragrances. They don't always have everything, but they do get new stock in all the time, so I would be looking in the next couple of weeks. Like for example, I was recently looking for a Burberry Her, and I did find them on their website, and then I sent the link to my friend because she wanted it, and it was already sold out like by the next day. So I just waited and I got like a really good deal. I think I paid like $60 for it or something from them, and they have free shipping starting at $69. So that's Aura Fragrances. And then like I said, they are cheaper most of the time than Fragrance X and Fragrance Net. And then from those two, I find that Fragrance Net is actually cheaper than Fragrance X. Fragrance X, you always have to use that 15% off coupon, and that's gonna be your best bet with them. And then Fragrance Net actually has a 37% off coupon, so don't be using the 20, the 25, or the 30, or even the 35. There is a 37% off coupon that's always available. So so the way you can access that is by using it once, and then you can bookmark the page. So I have that bookmarked, so I always will go back to the same bookmark when I used it once, and then it's always going to give you all of their fragrances at 37% off. So I only ever get 37% off of them. But another place that has been even cheaper than that is actually Tjmaxx. Tjmaxx.com has so many niche fragrances. Like they currently right now have a lot of Mancera and Montal on their website. They even have Nichane, they have Creed, they have so many other niche brands, but their stock is literally changing also almost daily, and like the really popular ones actually do go by really fast. So I do check their website pretty often when I'm on the lookout for a fragrance, or sometimes just to see what they have. I got my Dior Cherie, the 2017 one from there. I got my Mancera Instant Crush from there, and I also got Montal's Intense Cafe Ristretto. I had been looking for that one, so I got a lot of good ones from there. And Tjmaxx doesn't have a huge selection. They usually only have right around either from 70 to like 110 perfumes, in that range. But they do have good ones. They do, and then the good ones, like the best ones, do sell out pretty quickly. But even when I go on their website and I find a perfume, before I would have purchased it from there, I'd still Google it to go see how much it is somewhere else to know that that is the best deal. So literally just Googling it and then finding out if that's the best deal, because sometimes it's not the best deal. There isn't ever one website that always has the best deal, except for maybe Aura fragrance. I would say 95% of the time they are going to have the best deal. Another one that I've personally used, and I bought my Belle Perfume at the best deal, was Belle Perfumes. I think it's called Belle Perfumes. I'm gonna link all of these down below, and I'll put like their logo so you can see. I also had a good experience with them. I've only ordered one perfume from there, but I mean, it was legitimate and everything went smoothly, so I would say that is a good place, but that is not where I usually find the best deals. Another place when you are looking for like a higher end fragrance is Costco, costco.com. Their selection also varies and changes often, but they do bring in a lot of niche. Like they currently have Creed on there. They even have a lot of the Atelier, I don't know how to say it, but they even have the Atelier cologne ones that were being discontinued. They have some of those on there. Whenever you see a fragrance that's going to be discontinued, it's actually very likely that stores like Costco and Tjmaxx are going to end up with them. So whenever I know that there's one being discontinued, I always go look to those because they will get those from the department stores, because the department stores put them on sale and then gets rid of their inventory, and I'm assuming sells it to these other type of stores before it hits the gray market. I think from there then they maybe go to the gray market. I don't actually know, don't quote me on it, but I do always see fragrances that I hear are being discontinued go straight to Tjmaxx, or maybe when they're being reformulated, the current formulation of it does end up at Tjmaxx right away, so that's where I would go. So yeah, those are the hidden gems, guys. Hidden gems is tjmaxx.com. Like, they have great fragrances on there. It's not going to be the same fragrances that you see at Tjmaxx in the store, because they have a lot of niche, and you don't see those niche ones at the store very often. In fact, you might even only see them when they get returned, because they do accept returns. For the most part, I've never had an issue, but I've heard that some people have. But for the most part, you can just go back and you can return it actually at a Tjmaxx or a Marshall's. I have a Marshall's in my town, and they take any tjmaxx.com purchase, they take them back, no issue. They're happy to do it, and I get my money back. So that works out really, really well for me. And then, like I said, Costco has really good pricing on some of these fragrances that I know a lot of people like. Right now they currently have like Tom Ford Soleil Blanc, the EDP. They have it at like under $200, which is a really good deal for that. They mostly, I want to say, have like higher end and niche, but they right now also have like Mont Blanc Signature. They have a lot of good ones on there too, but they don't have a huge variety, at least not right now. So like I said, try Costco, try Tjmaxx, try Aura fragrance. That's probably my personal favorite, but the one that has the most variety is of course Fragrance Net, and then the next one after that is going to be Fragrance X, and then if you can't find it at some of those places, Belle is a really good one as well. But don't like buy all the good perfumes, because then I'm not going to have anything left to buy, and I'm not going to have the ones I'm looking for. So like, I'm telling you guys my secrets, but like, don't overdo it, okay? Don't go telling everybody else either. Don't go tell, can you just like try to keep this between us, because I don't want you guys going to tell everyone and then the whole world is going to know. Because like, when these websites have a stock of like a perfume that's being discontinued, sometimes it's not a huge stock. Sometimes I'll see something at Tjmaxx for literally like less than 1 day. In fact, I actually just missed out on one like 2 days ago, which I'm kind of glad that they didn't have it, because it was a pretty good deal. I just saw Delina La Rosée, and they had it for $210, which is a really good deal. I want to say that's the best deal that I found online. Even from like Mercari and eBay, that was literally the best deal. And I looked at it, and then I went to go do my research, look up the notes, look into it, because I don't just hit buy immediately. I like to do my research. And by the time that I went back, it was already sold out. So that's what happens. Sometimes fragrances will literally be only up for a few hours, and that's probably because they didn't have a lot of inventory. So that's why I don't want everybody knowing, okay? There's also one more little trick that I do, and you guys might judge me on this, okay? But it's what I do to test fragrances is Scentbox and Scentbird. I will subscribe to them only for the first month, get half off, get the perfume that I want. I will only subscribe when they have a perfume that I want. Like, they recently had the Delinas, so I got the sprayer of the Delinas for literally like $10 each one. what I usually do, like if they have 2 or 3 perfumes that I want, I'll sign up and I'll get half off my subscription, and I cancel my subscription, but I got like half off and I got a really, really good deal. And then I'll subscribe again whenever they have a fragrance that I want. So I do browse their website when there's something that I'm curious about, then I will subscribe and then I'll cancel. And then each time that I subscribe, I do a 50% off coupon. They have it a lot of times on their website, or you can Google it, or a lot of YouTubers have one. So this is just me, but I actually try to YouTube discounts from like the smaller channels, just to like support the smaller channels versus the big ones. So I'll go and I'll use their coupon. Of course, don't forget, there's always coupon codes for a lot of other stores. I did forget to add that Marshall's has free shipping after $89. So I always try to make it to the $89. And then they have ship 89 code that always gets you free shipping. Fragrance X, I want to say their threshold is pretty low of free shipping. I want to say it's like around $40 or $45 or something like that. And then Fragrance Net, I want to say it's like $59. So I'll wait till there's like a couple that I want, if it's under the $59. And then when it's over, I'll just try to order one at a time. That way I don't overdo it. If it passes the $59, I will just order one at a time. That way I don't have to make a huge purchase. And then my last tip is I like to use sometimes PayPal Pay in 4 payments. So if there's a fragrance, which works on almost all of these websites that I mentioned. So PayPal does pay in 4 payments. So I will pay for these in 4 installments. So you pay the first installment when you first start. Okay, so my baby's here, so I'm gonna try to wrap this up. But as I was saying, PayPal, you do 4 installments. So you do the first one right away. So then you're actually only paying the rest in 3 payments. So I mean, when I bought like a $150 or $180 perfume, it's kind of nice because every payment is every 2 weeks. So you're really only paying like $50, $60 per week. So I mean, that just makes it like a lot easier, and you don't get charged anything extra for doing that. For me, I have my bank account connected. I actually have a separate bank account that's not like mine and my husband's joint one, where I just put like a little bit of cash here and there whenever I have extra cash, and then that literally pays for my perfumes because I'm doing them in payments most of the time. And it's not that I don't necessarily have it. It's just that sometimes I don't just want to drop $150. So I will literally spread out that $150 to $200 just so I'm not dropping that. This is also a very dangerous tip because I have a bunch of things on PayPal Pay in 4, so I'm constantly getting charged like small payments, you know? So maybe that's very dangerous. But of course, my last tip is Rakuten. They changed the name. It used to be ebates.com, but it's Rakuten. All of these websites, except for like Tjmaxx, I think, Fragrance Net and Fragrance X are accessible through Rakuten. So that's a way to get cash back. You don't need to do anything. All you do is go to Rakuten.com and then look for like the website that you're going to. Like if you're going to go to Fragrance X, go on there, and then they usually have like 2% cash back. They usually have like 2% cash back on Fragrance X. So then from your purchase, you get 2% cash back. And then every 3 months or so, they'll actually deposit that money. And like I said, I use PayPal, so they deposit straight into my PayPal, which goes straight into my bank account that's going to be making these payments. So it's just, I get some of my money back. So that is my cheap ass way of buying perfumes. I guarantee you that's how I bought almost all of these perfumes, 90 to 95% of them. I bought them using Rakuten, using these websites. And then there's certain perfumes that are hard to find on those that hardly ever go on sale, but I will still wait for a sale for those. Like Chanel, and I want to say like some Kilian. They hardly ever go on sale at department stores. But for Chanel, actually this last time that Sephora had their VIB sale, I was able to get a Chanel perfume. So that's when I bought it, because like I said, I don't like to pay full price. I'm not even going to pay full price for Chanel. Like, no. And if I were to pay full price for Chanel, I would actually order directly from the Chanel website, because you get a bunch of freebies and you get a bunch of extra stuff, as well as like the Dior one. I would prefer to order from their website directly, because you get the beautiful packaging, you get the presentation. From Chanel, you get that from Chanel, you get that like fancy bag, and then from Dior, they have beautiful boxes. So if you have to pay full price, I want to get like the full treatment. Otherwise, I'm gonna get a discount. So those are all my tips and tricks. I hope I didn't overwhelm you guys. My assistant is very hard at work organizing all of these body sprays. I hope I didn't overwhelm you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thanks for taking the time to like and comment. Thanks for taking the time to like and comment on my videos. I appreciate you guys so much. I hope these tips are helpful. If you're already doing that, like, cool. I didn't know. Like, he's literally been organizing body sprays on top of the toilet, and he acts like he's so busy and like he's on such an important mission. And he gets mad when they fall. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for putting up with my baby's noise as well. If anybody wants to come babysit while I film my videos, that would be highly appreciated. Bye guys. Thank you guys. Yeah. See you later. Bye. He's a Virgo, so he likes to organize things. He's currently putting them all on top of the toilet seat and then facing them so the front is facing one direction. Yeah, he's not even 2, but he likes to organize.
Oh,
What? Hi.